New York 1, returning from assignment in Washington State, working for the U.S. Forest Service on the Chewacum Creek Complex and the Duncan Fire. We spent 2 weeks working on contingency line, strengthening contingency line for the Duncan Fire. 20-man crew after a 2-week assignment. This is my third crew in 3 years. I've been doing this for 18 years. The crew's very experienced. Most of these folks have been out multiple times. I've had about half of this crew twice in a row in the last 2 seasons. We have a bunch of new folks that got their first experience as well. We've got two crew boss trainees that are probably about ready to be signed off. They have real good experience.
And I'm an employee with the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. This is the third time that I have gone out with the New York State crew. As with all assignments that we get, they are extremely challenging and require the crew to do hard work. That's exactly what this crew did over the past 14 to 18 days. Basically, our assignments on this fire was to, well, the second assignment was to put in a 2 to 3 mile hose lay, which is very complicated, putting in portable tanks, putting in the hose itself, making certain that hose doesn't break. And then our primary purpose, which we spent the most days on, was the arduous task of building a control line around this fire. So essentially on this fire they had the main fire that was burning. It was burning towards an old fire scar, but they wanted a contingency line or a second line that they could potentially use for a backfiring in operation. And so that's what we spent working with some crews from the Northwest. We spent 6 to 7 days just cutting that line, pulling the brush, working long 15 to 16-hour days.
We worked as a unit. If anyone was slow or tired that day, our fellow firefighters helped them out and picked up the team. So I don't really necessarily think there was a difference. We all had a similar experience, and just as a woman, I was proud to be out there to make a difference, I guess. But no different than the guys, but it was a fun time. We all grew up close over the last couple of weeks.
And what was it like actually fighting the fires? Tell me of your experiences on the line.
Well, this is actually my first time out west. I've had several fires in the fall and the spring of last year, but New York fires are a much smaller scale than out west. Those fires are multitude, at least 7-fold. So instead of scratching a line with 2 rangers, you're out there with almost thousands of people fighting a 9,000-acre fire, which is 2 miles away. But one day it got so hot you could actually feel the radiant heat. So it's pretty impressive to see the power of the environment out there.
Obviously, you enjoy your job.
Yes, I love it. Always been a passion of mine, the environment, and I wouldn't change a thing. This was my first time out west. It was much like New York fires, except on a magnitude much greater. It was nice to work with 20 other fellow DEC employees and other agencies. We got to know each other very well. We worked hard, we sweated, we cried, we bled with some blood, but we all got a lot closer. All helped each other when we were struggling. It was a great experience. It was nice to be able to do our part, help out Washington State.